When I was really young, my grandmother used to show me all of the old Fred Astaire movies and things, so I always wanted to dance. Originally, I just wanted to tap dance, and that was where I wanted to go. I wanted to be a male dancer. I wanted to do not so much Broadway, but wanted to be a commercial dancer and do video clips and all that kind of stuff. I think I was really fond of the movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. It's so cliche. And I think I even had a diary somewhere that I'd written in when I was younger, saying that I wanted to, own a bus and have a travelling drag show, and so I guess it was always in there somewhere. Being a housewife, hardly. Looking at my really dodgy diet. I plan to to paint the apartment and stuff, but you can be fucked.
Why paint it? Just come up with your posters.
Yeah, just pay someone else to do it. I asked my sister, she studied interior design. I was like, babes, can you help us out? Come in and do a consultation, just check out the apartment, maybe give us some ideas or something. She's like, are you gonna pay me? I was like, bitch, you're still at TAFE, no. Rude. Minnie Cooper, who's Aaron Farley, who was my tap dance teacher at school, saw that I was doing little bits and pieces of drag and asked me to do some fill-ins for her. And yeah, it just sort of happened. Within the space of, I think, about 12 months, I went from being a boy dancer to working in pretty much every venue. So.
David is, I virtually call him my brother, because we never liked each other when we first started. Maybe because we were in two totally different friends groups. And then as soon as we started merging together, we got closer and closer and closer. And now it's become like we are family. Like, that's my brother. I started dancing, so my training and my dance training and all that sort of stuff started when I was about just turning 13. Choreography-wise, I didn't actually start doing that until I moved to Sydney in 2006, but when it comes down to things like performances and all that, I've been doing that all my life. Natasha, she emerged from a friend's dare for his birthday. And I think it was I was 17, just about to turn 18. And he said to me, I've seen drag shows and all this. I'm like, what is a drag queen? What's going on? And he said, I want you to dress up. I'm like, I beg your pardon. So it sort of evolved from that. And when I researched it a lot more, I'm like, okay. I did it as the dare and then found that I loved it. I don't really do very much. During the week, I come home, I go to work, and it's more like I just sit down and...
Just relax.
Well, not even relax. I generally sleep most of the day. I'm tired.
Usually the night before an opening night is so busy that it's usually me running around and doing all the final bits and pieces. I've been known to learn my words on opening night because it slips my mind completely because I'm too busy thinking about everything else. So it's usually a big stress. By the time I get to opening night, I'm so exhausted. But yeah, so I would generally spend anywhere between an hour to 2.5 hours physically getting ready at home, doing my makeup. I guess the biggest issue would be the relationship side of things, trying to find someone. I think I've come across quite a few boys that have issues with me being a drag queen. I've also had other boys that have really understood it. They understand that for me it's a profession. In no way do I want to be a woman or anything. Oh, my new bath. but then there are boys out there that don't want to date a drag queen. You know, they don't want to be known as the drag queen's boyfriend. I guess also they don't want to sort of share you, you know, like I guess it could be hard when I'm at work, which is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like it's the whole weekend. And even when I'm off stage, I'm still sort of semi-working. So they sort of have to share you in that respect.
It's very hard to have a partner, a boyfriend I should say, that accepts the fact that his boyfriend does drag. Like, this is not, we don't live like this is not permanent. It comes off after our shows. But for some reason, a lot of gay boys, a lot of boys in general, tend to get freaked out by it, and I don't see the reason why. It's a job. People love to get entertained, and I don't see an issue with it, but some do, but each their own. The next step of this whole thing is the outfit, but there's something I need to do first that unfortunately cannot go on camera. Basically involves medical tape, and well, we'll leave it there. I came out just after I came here. I came out around 13 or 14. And it's the way I came out. I came out in the sense of, Mum, I want to be a woman. That's how I told her, because I didn't know how else to explain it, so I just went, Mum, I want to be a woman. I went through 5 or 6 years of almost every single day constantly fighting. Constantly fighting. I moved out of home when I was 17, but now Mum accepts me. She supports me. She loves my drag. She loves the fact that I've made a life for myself. And I've sort of proved her wrong in the sense of, she always said, dressing up as a woman, you'll never get anywhere. And now she's realizing that if you're passionate enough, you will get somewhere.
I haven't told my dad that I'm a drag queen. He does know. He still hasn't come to see a show yet, which is fine. He's working up to it. It's be a bit confronting for him. My sister's come and seen shows and she loved it. My mum has come to see just about every show I've ever done. You know, at least once, because they run for a season, so she'll always come and check out the new show. She loves it.
And that was my excess bass, I had to. So
As a drag queen, you can hide behind a mask. You can be fun and out there and play with it and be the person that you always wanted to be, but in character. Coming out as gay male, you're constantly worrying about what your parents will think, what your siblings will think, what your family will think. Are you going to be disowned? Are you going to get bullied at school? Are you going to be accepted into society?
see you at the club. Do feel a little bit like Beyonce, to be honest. Getting filmed. It's kind of fun. Oh.
I get harassed a lot more as Natasha than I do as Anthony. For the main reason is obviously very tall looking woman, broad shoulders, no hips. I generally ignore it. I've never actually been bashed. I've never actually been harassed by anyone in a physical sense. It's more verbal. But if you're a person that's just walking down the street and you come across confident, you come across like a strong person, they won't come near you.
You know what? We're gonna have a bit of fun tonight, and the fun begins here.
It's usually either they're intimidated, they're scared, or they're wondering what the hell you can do to them.
WTF? What the fuck,
Hello, America!
I was over at Stonewall and was out the front there, standing on one side of the barricade, having a cigarette with a friend, chatting away. And next thing, I was talking to my friend and my friend's face just dropped. I was like, what the hell's going on? So I turned around to find this woman who's like launching at me, and her hand went like straight into my face and pushed me, and I ended up going backwards over the barricade. I think security intercepted her, and then I just sort of went off into the bar and just stayed in there. Didn't really know what was going on until the police had been called. She was just like going ballistic. No idea what was going on. So anyway, the police came and interviewed me and stuff, and then I found out later on that they'd seen me, her and her boyfriend had seen me a few times on the street that night, and apparently the boyfriend had been checking me out. She didn't like that at all. So instead of, you know, going him, yeah, she decided to come and get physical with me. You know, drag for me is about performance. It's not in any way like a sexual thing. Like, you know, I don't ever want to be intimate with anyone in drag or anything. So for me, it was just a bit bizarre. I thought, you silly, stupid bitch.
I don't see myself performing for the rest of my life. I've already put unfortunately put a time restriction on that. So like by the age of 30, my goal is basically to not only conquer Sydney, like I want to actually be able to go to the States and perform. I want to be able to go to London and all that sort of stuff. So my journey's not done yet. It's definitely not finished yet.
This was about the ice, babe.
I literally lost it at you when you did that. You chucked it at me, I went, you know what, go fuck yourself, and I walked off. I lost it at you. Shirley was like, calm down, like, fuck me,
Often I think, like, is this going to last forever? Obviously, probably not. Just sort of live in the moment. Like, I don't really have, you know, a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, or really don't know where I want to go with it. I just sort of tend to take it as it comes and see where life and work sort of takes me. So I don't know. It's exciting. If you don't like it and you don't get it and you don't appreciate it, well, then that's fine. That's your problem. You know, I love what I do, and I know that there's people out there that love what I do, and I think really that's really all that matters. Like, as long as I'm happy in myself, then yeah, everything's all good.
Please make some noise for my fierce cars. The one, the only, the black Natasha Knowles.
Who run the world, girls? That scared the shit out of you on the back end, yeah, whoa.
Okay, so now we're basically going to have a little bit of a break. Don't ever start this if you haven't started.
She is
Miss, my co-producer. She is a very, very talented performer. Please raise the roof for the one and only Miss Decoda Secret!
Timoni for this shit.